Most people spend weeks reading about hacking before touching a keyboard. Today, skip the theory and compromise a real Windows machine in minutes. To get there, you're going to follow the same 5-step process used by professional penetration testers and government red teams to identify and exploit vulnerabilities. Before we begin, there is one non-negotiable rule. You must only point these tools at systems you own or have explicit permission to attack. Scanning a stranger's network without consent is a crime in most jurisdictions. We're using a legal, browser-based environment called TryHackMe. Sign into the platform, search for the blue machine, and click Start Machine. Then, launch your attack box to open your hacking terminal in the same browser window. This setup removes the technical friction of installing software. It allows you to focus entirely on the logic of the attack chain we are about to execute. Phase 1 is Reconnaissance. For this target, our recon is provided for us, the target IP address. This is the street address for the computer we are testing. Phase 2 is Scanning. In your terminal, type Nmap followed by your target IP. This tool acts as a digital surveyor, checking the machine for open ports that allow traffic into the system. Beginners often confuse the target with their own machine. The target IP is the computer you are attacking. Your attacker IP, found next to the label TON0, is the address of the machine you are currently operating. Keep these separate to ensure your tools point in the right direction. Look at your scan results. Nmap has identified that port 445 is open and running a specific service, Windows SMB. This is the protocol Windows uses to share files across a network. By identifying both the operating system and the specific version of the file sharing service, you have a lead. Hacking isn't about guessing. It's about finding a specific, outdated service that provides a known way inside. Now we move into Phase 3, Exploitation. We need to see if there are any known weaknesses for this version of Windows SMB. Type searchsploit followed by SMB Windows to search an offline database of thousands of pre-built attacks. The results point to a critical vulnerability indexed as MS1701. The world knows this exploit by a more infamous name, Eternal Blue. The National Security Agency developed Eternal Blue in secret as a classified military cyberweapon. After the exploit was leaked by hackers, it became the primary engine for the WannaCry ransomware attack, which encrypted the data of millions of users. This map shows the scale of the resulting crisis. The exploit crippled hospitals, banks, and shipping networks across 150 countries in a single weekend because those systems hadn't been patched. Professional hacking relies on this principle. You are identifying unpatched systems and applying fairly effective pre-existing code to bridge the gap. We will now execute that exploit using a tool called Metasploit. In your terminal, type MSF console. Once the logo appears, type Search Eternal Blue and select the module for MS17-010 by typing Use followed by its index number. Now tell the exploit where to go. Type set R hosts and your target IP. Then tell the exploit where to send the connection back to you by typing set L host followed by your attacker IP. When you type exploit, the software sends the payload to the target. If the vulnerability exists, the payload executes and forces the target machine to open a reverse shell, creating a direct link back to your terminal. If the connection fails the first time, simply run the command again. Some exploits require a second attempt to successfully stabilize the connection. Look for the line that says Meterpreter Session 1 opened. This confirmation means you have successfully established a live connection inside the Windows machine. To see the extent of your power, type Get UID. The terminal should return NT-authority/system. Achieving system-level access puts you at the target's highest privilege tier. You have bypassed all standard user restrictions, giving you total visibility over the file system and every running process. To prove your control, drop into a Windows command shell and search the drive for text files labeled as flags. These are the digital trophies that confirm you have successfully reached the target's restricted directories. Copy those flags and paste them into the TryHackMe browser page. When the answer boxes turn green, you have successfully completed a full professional attack chain. However, the technical break-in is only Phase 4. In a real-world engagement, you must move to Phase 5, Reporting. In a professional setting, the report is the actual product the client is paying for. Companies hire ethical hackers to receive the specific documentation and remediation steps necessary to fix their vulnerabilities. Mastering the technical execution is just the beginning. Combining that skill with the ability to clearly report your findings is what transforms a hobby into a high-level cybersecurity career.